bit late, but I made it. I didn't get run over. And I got a glass of water. Oh, I have a headache. I don't know. It's weird. So, first day of work went good. Pretty good. I was told that it was a pleasure working with, and I was doing very well for my first day. I only messed up once. It was because me and the person training me didn't. Sorry, I'm taking off my couple layers of socks. Okay, the person, that was one sock so far. One layer. The person who was training me walked me through how to put a gift card in, because the lady said it was her, what is it, they have like rewards cards at this place that I'm working, and so I tried to scan it like a rewards card, and like some of them looked just off the chain different, so I was just like, okay, it's just a rewards card, and I tried scanning it, I couldn't get it, and then my trainer had come back because she was helping someone over in this other section, and she is like, you know what, she's like, what's going on? And I was like, I can't seem to scan this rewards card. And I was like, it's not coming up. She looks at it, she goes, this is a gift card. And I was like, oh. I was like, I don't know, you know. And she's like, oh, no, it's okay. You didn't know. And the lady didn't even know either. And she's like, oh. She's like, I thought that was a rewards card. And, I mean, it was an elderly lady and whatnot. And so we're just like, okay, you know. And then she walks me, like, the trainer walks me through how to, you know, scan the, you know, go through the process of the gift card and everything. And sorry, yeah, talk and walk. And she bought this chair, and we didn't know that she had paper, like a stack of paper in her, oh wow, yeah, that's really dirty, in her cart and everything. So after you scan a gift card, you can't ring up anything else, which is it's odd, but like you can't even like void the process. So she's like, you know, it's just gonna be two you know, two purchases, and the lady was fine with that. But when one of the other associates, one of the male associates, he had take, oh, I forgot I was in this. He had taken the, what is that called? The chair out, and the flip. What the oh damn, bag of I didn't even check that one. Not bag, it was a box of like paper, and we didn't know how much it was, so we had to wait for that associate to come back, because he was also the associate that checked on the prices. So he wasn't happy about it. I mean, and this was after he was like, you know, I empathize with you starting in this busy season, and he said you're doing really well, and you know, it kind of irked him, because he just gave me that compliment, and then I messed up. And I mean, it was a joint mess up, but it was a mess up, and I felt really bad about it, and you know, but it went really well other than that one time. So I look forward to tomorrow. I got my schedule for the next 2 weeks, which is fantastic. I'm gonna have to change my oh wait, is that one? That looks like one. Alright, I'm gonna have to change my like streaming thing, because some of them, okay, I was supposed to leave at 5, so I had this stream scheduled for 7:30 because I was like, yeah, I'll probably be, you know, home around 7, you know, because it takes me about 2 hours to ride / half walk my bike up these mountainous hills and everything. So I'm like, yeah, you know, guesstimation, it'd probably take me this long. But I was kept a little after 5, like till like 5:45, almost 6, and I had actually started a little earlier than what I was supposed to, but they were happy because it was super busy. And I was learning on a super busy day, and I learned a lot. I think I got a lot, you know. I learned how to do cash register stuff, how to do returns for Amazon and what is that called? UPS. They don't take any FedEx, but they do take some flippin', what is that called? Frick. The regular post is USPS, I think. United States Postal Service. So yeah, USPS. I couldn't think of what the abbreviation was. I was like, wait a minute, what is it actually called? But anyways, so I got walked through how to do all that, and they have the returns, and then they have their you know, UPS packaging, like people sending stuff back, and then also people mailing things from like a UPS kind of like thing. So I thought that was pretty nifty. They said that they're going to be teaching me a lot more tomorrow. And I was like, because now they'll actually have a chance. And I did get my register number. It was later in the day. I had been there for a good couple hours. And then someone was like, okay, I need to take my lunch. Oh, wait, let me get you a register number first. And then he got me the register number and then took his lunch. Like, you know, we only got like half-hour lunches, but, you know, that's, I gotta cook something up tomorrow and bring it, maybe, cause like, yeah, I was so gun-ho on, like, you know, getting there as fast as possible. I didn't think to get myself some food, so I was kind of hungry, but they had coffee. I mean, coffee's good, and like some expired pistachio nuts. It was good. Who needs sell-by dates? Blah blah blah. You know. Anyways, so it was a good day. One of the managers was like, "Are you coming in tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they were like, "So we didn't scare you off?" And I was like, no. I was like, I'm still learning. I was like, I hope I did all well, you know, okay, or, you know, well enough. And he was like, oh, you did amazing. I flippin' mucked one up. Damn it. It didn't do the little thingamajig like the other ones. Well, I could barely see with this. Okay. Alright. I'm super looking now. But anyways, so that was my second one ever that happened. It sounded like a shard. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a sniffer egg because we're in a temple. So is that one? No. Alright. Okay, so holy flip, people like to drive with their brights. You know how I said that I took you know, these little routes that I wouldn't have to go up so many hills, and we go, well, I go past a what is it, a couple farms. Well, on these farm roads, they do not have, sorry, I thought there was one. They don't have, street lights or whatever, so whenever people are going down them, they have their brights. Holy flip, can you not see when someone's coming at you on a bike? Like, you're on a bike, and the brights are just, boom, and it's like, what the, just, you know, couldn't, it was bad. It was really bad. I only had one person yell something at me. They yelled, "Ride it." So, it sounded like a teenager of sorts, so I was just like, I was like, they'll learn how to respect women eventually. Until then, they'll be lonely as hell. But, you know, hey, who am I to judge? I'm lonely as hell. So. Oh. I don't know why, but every time I see TNT coming out of one of those strange blocks, I think it's gonna explode. Like, do I stop brushing or do I keep going? Alright, so. I'll tell you what, my electric bill is gonna go down because I'm not home most of the time to be watching TV or whatever. That's a plus. That one looks like one, doesn't it? I know I just got one out of the top one, but everyone looks like one now. Okay. Just making sure. So, yeah, that is why I was late, and first day of work went pretty damn good, as far as I can tell. I don't know about the person who was training me. I don't know if she thought I did well or not, but, you know, I was very thankful for her having the patience with me to train me, because it was busy. It was pretty damn busy. Oh, hey, there's one. Why does it sound like there's something in here? I did seal all the entrances, right? Hold on a second. Yeah. It must be outside then. Okay, so. I don't remember if I hit these. I got a package today. Someone sent me pork rinds and meat sticks. I mean, there were spicy pork rinds as well as regular pork rinds. I'm not sure about the spicy ones because I'm not really good with spicy food. Like, I get all, what is that called? Like, my eyes will run, my nose will run. I'll sit there and I'll be like, you know, sniffing up my snot, and I was just like, yeah, this is good. There's like tears coming down. I was like, yeah, it's awesome, but like it's super spicy. I don't know where I am. Yeah, this way. Okay. I was like, am I headed outside or inside? Be weird if they spawned over there and blew themselves up. Oh, that'd be awful. Hold on a second, let me get a light on there. Probably right there. Should be fine. Okay. But I am hungry, so if you're hearing gurgling, that is my stomach saying, Mother effer, you're home. You should be getting food. Because I legit only had a bowl of serious. You can see my knowledge is dwindling as I get even hungrier. But a bowl of cereal, for the protein, like, what is that called? I had like a little thing of naan, and it's like a pastry kind of thing, and I spread some frack, what is that called? Hummus. It is good estrogen. But anyways, it's good estrogen for females. It helps boost it. Oh, flip. Some more of these. Nice. Why did it? No, I don't want that. Luck of the sea. Why would they put something for a fishing pole and then something for, I think, a sword? Isn't that on the sword? Yeah. It's like, what would you choose? Would you choose to put it on the fishing pole or the flippin'... Oh, I thought I... Okay. Throw that down. Throw that down. I'm gonna grab all of this. As much as I can, at least. Okay, I can't fit any more sand. I have to make a trip to my, whatever it's called. My stash, so that I can drop some stuff down. I'm not really in the market for gold. Did you know that it's cheaper to gold plate your teeth than it is to buy one of those like filling kind of things? Like not a filling, but like the whitish thing. I don't know what it's called. Like a crown. It's cheaper to crown your teeth with gold than it is for the other stuff. It's weird. Like, yeah. I had to crown 2 teeth. Yeah. You know what happens. Wear and tear. But, it was a long while ago. It was actually this year. I remember the dentist, when they filed down, they filed down 2 of my teeth so that they could put the crowns over it. And I said, how, like, they gave me a mirror to look at it. And I was like, whoa. And they were like, yeah, it's gonna look better. And I was like, I look like a cannibal. And he damn near, he had a conniption. He started laughing hardcore. And I was like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah. He said, what did you say? And I said, I look like a cannibal. And I was like, all you have to do is the rest of it, and I can really go after people. He was like, I'm used to me making jokes. He's like, I'm not used to the patient making jokes. And I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, it's your turn. And then he laughed at that too. And he's like, you can't put me on the spot. And I was like, you said you're used to. I was like, what do you want? Do you want me not to make a joke, or do you want me to make jokes? I mean, but anyways, he was he was funny. He was really funny. I don't think I have 2 spots, but I don't think I have room to take 2 other things if I'm going to be looking for, where the hell am I? I gotta go that way. But if I'm going to be looking for, holy moly, no. I'll come back around. But, that is a weird sound. Okay. It's probably this way. Probably up here. Oh, yeah. That definitely was up there. I'm gonna drive by, try to grab this. Oh, damn. You can keep the extra one. Beep, beep. No. You frack. I'm not fixing it. Flip that. I marked it. It's fine. I don't think they're gonna loot my stuff. Alright, so. Oh, I was hoping that could be a ruin. A little block-like area. Oh, we found one on this side. Oh, flip, yeah. Water. Drink. I'm super thirsty. Right. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're good. This looks like something I've been at before, but no, I haven't. Okay. So I am definitely going to be taking meat sticks with me, so I could eat those during lunch, and then like maybe chew or gnaw on one on the way back. So that's cool. Definitely like meat sticks. That sounds so wrong. I'm sorry. It just sounds so wrong. Anyways, they're called Hunter's meat sticks. They're a type of sausage kind of thing. It's just flippin', it sounds wrong. I mean, I wonder if they had that in mind for when... Oh, is that a... It might be. Give me a second. I wonder if they had that in mind when they developed the name for it. Ah, that can't be one, right? I mean, I guess sit here and excavate. I don't mind. If it really is one. But, yeah, it sounds like I'm trying to go after hunters. It's like, oh my goodness. Just, no, it's just so wrong. Anyways, I've been there. That was a treasure area that I did not find the treasure. Pretty sure. Okay, so I need to not, I'll come back to this. I definitely need to drop some stuff off because I have an egg and I don't want to die and I don't want to lose it because holy flip, it's a sniffer egg. This is the first ever, like, egg I've ever found. I'm not sure what the sniffer looks like. I mean, it sounds weird. Just think of this, like, think of not even knowing any of the terminology of the game, and then being an outside party, just listening to this, and then you're like, what kind of devilry is going on here? What madness? You know, like, what are they talking about? But, like, I'm just like, because every time I'm sitting here, I know people in Minecraft understand these terms, but then I'm like, eesh, I sound like a crazy person. Just like, you know, if someone were to just only be, like, listening to the audio for this, like, just the audio. Anyways, so it's like, what does she do to eggs? She sniffs them? What? Anyways, just checking the coastline for possibly a... Oh, I saw a light. No. I am shivering a little bit. It's cold in here. It's a lot warmer out, like, inside than outside, but I'm kind of cold. I'm chilly. I was, you know, kind of sweating out there, and you're supposed to, like, you know, take clothes off whenever you're sweating, but it's kind of hard to do when you're riding a bike and you have this kind of, it's not a vest, but it's like a kind of strip-like thing. Oh damn, I'm going off map. Well, I might be able to get there faster, right? Sorry. It's I don't know, it has like this little clip thing towards the center, like your belly and everything. And it has this, like, strips about like this big, and then it has a reflector on it. And so I don't look like a complete, total, crazy person out there on a bike. I have reflectors, and so people see that the bike isn't just a bike sitting there with a light and, you know, whatever. It has somebody on it or pushing it up a steep hill, you know. It's like, oh yeah? It's like, you have it rough? Try pushing your bike up a mountain. But, I enjoyed the, oh my goodness, the stars were so flippin' pretty. Like, the way there, I was like, oh wow, the snow is so pretty, because, like, it's like diamonds, you know, and, like, well, I mean, it's comparison. You know how, like, the light glistens off the ocean and whatnot? Well, consider looking at, like, the light glistening off of the snow. It's really, really pretty. Like, when you actually like snow, I guess. And it's like looking at a white ocean. It's really, really pretty. And then the stars were out. I mean, my glasses were like fogging up and everything, but it was really pretty when I could see through my glasses. I've already looked in that. I'm pretty sure I've already looked. Yeah, see the little torch? I've been there. It's like putting a stamp on it, or like, what is that called? Like a sign? Like, you know, one of those wooden signs? You sit there, I've been here. I should put, like, make a ton of those damn signs. Ace was here. Go left. Go right. Just, like, this is, keep going, or you're almost there, like, leading me on a trail somewhere. Great. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to get the dead skin off my lips. It probably doesn't look very, amazing. Oh, so these ones are new. Okay. Snort? Snort. What? Shelter? Okay. Whatever. Whoops. I don't want to put that down. I mean, do I want to make another one of these right now? I mean, it's a little under halfway. I think I want to make another one. I might actually want to get that. Just take this out. Just rip it out. Alright, so I think I'm going to play until 9, and then I'm going to turn this off, take a shower, go to bed hungry, because it's way too late to eat. I'll turn into a gremlin, I tell you. I will turn into a gremlin. And since I can't get my main food when I am in gremlin mode, it's just going to be awful. So maybe I need 2 for that. What is lightning rod? No, that's definitely not it. Oh my goodness, I need a feather? And there were probably some feathers in some of the chests, and I'm like, I don't need a feather. Anyways. Alright, sleep through the night, grab some drink. That's a witch. That is a witch. Which witch? Bad witch. Right there. You see it? I think she knows we're talking about her. I mean, it still looks like a guy. Like, all the villagers look like a guy. I mean, that's bad to say, but they all do. Okay. Alright, so I do want to put that down too. I don't have any extra wood. Flip. Set that there for now. Or I can move this. Because I don't need that right now. Let's check the map really quick. Am I missing anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna have to like run. Okay, they're stuck. Well, they're probably not stuck, but they're far away now. We're good. Never thought I'd be scared of a witch, you know? Well, I mean, you know, there's, like, if you've ever watched The Wizard of Oz, it tells you in there, yes, I'm using a child's movie, just chill. It tells you in there that there's good witches and then there's bad witches. And the bad witches, they don't care about what they, well, I guess you could say that they do care about what they look like. And some of them don't care what they look like. But the other ones try to look as nice as possible. I don't know. And they like to wear pink. Or pastels. We'll say pastels. Holy dang. Oh my goodness. That reminded, I had one of the customers laughing because I got a few of them laughing because of my reaction. So they have this little machine, like, I mean, it's like about this big, sorry, this big and that wide and everything, and this machine is used to check to see if the big bills are good. Okay, so when I first put the 50 in there, it goes rah, and I jumped and I go, oh my god. and the guy who was there, he laughed. He's like it scared me too. He's like, your reaction scared me. And I was like, I'm sorry. And we just like sat there and laughed about it for a good time. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I was just like, oh, my heart. And I was like, that's gonna get me going every flipping time I have to do that. Oh my goodness, it was freaky. So that it's flipping giggle worthy too. And I know those people forever are gonna be like, hey, you know, I saw this cashier and she flipping freaked out over this. But like, oh my goodness, it startled me. Because, like, I'm thinking it's just gonna go in and go, murr, you know, like, but it goes, and, oh, it freaked me out. Because, like, the force it took it, too. I thought it was gonna take I went my hand back so damn fast. And, like, I went it back, and I, like, and the male who was there, he was laughing pretty hard, and I started laughing like too. I was like, oh, that gave me some skill. I was like, that was a good fright. And I was like, oh, and I was like, that was my first time. I'm sorry, this is my first day. And the lady and the male behind him started giggling, and I was like, no, it's funny. Go ahead and laugh. it was really funny. Oh goodness. But yeah, that I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, what are you gonna laugh at? I brought joy to 3 people today. That was a great day. But yeah, that was the highlight of my day. But I got terrified as flip. Oh my goodness. At least I didn't snort, you know. Like when I get really going, like laughing wise, I might make this like weird kind of chortle snort kind of thing because I can't stop laughing, and it gets weird. It just gets weird. And you know, friends of mine, they go, uh-oh, they broke Ace. Because that's when I can't stop laughing, and I'm just sitting there and I'm just chorting and making weird sounds. But I have snorted before, like where, you know, like you kind of sound like a pig kind of snort, and it doesn't look pretty, but I was laughing damn hard. It was one of those surprise laugh, kind of flutter, kind of, so, I don't want to explain the situation because other people are going to put me in the situation and I might just do the same thing that I had done before. And the wholeness of the situation was just so surprising that I see the experience. Give me a second. It was so surprising that it made me like snort, kind of giggle, and I got so damn red after that. Like I was so embarrassed because that was the first time I ever snorted. And I mean the male who was the culprit of this snort, he was like, what? You know, he took it like I didn't know anything like that could come out of you, kind of. And it was like, neither did I. But yeah, it was interesting. I only met the person once, and I have never seen him again. No, I didn't scare him off, but like, yeah, it's just a weird kind of thing. I was introduced to him and not for any particular reason. Well, I mean, I guess there was a reason. It's like, I don't, anyways, it was just there. Anyways, so it was more or less a secret story. That's all I'm going to talk about on that. There. I mean, if you meet me in person, you might be able to drag the story out. But other than that, no. I'm not sharing that shame on here. No. Definitely not. It was kind of shameful. Not what I did, but like I got really embarrassed, and yeah, that part was kind of and since I don't have anything, I should probably get some fish. I can wait till I get to the desert area. I don't want to take out a bunny. I really don't. Who knows, there might be a sheepy. I don't really want to take out the sheepy either, but it's better than taking out a bunny. Bunnies barely give you anything, and if that, they might just give you a leg. And I'll sit there and feel bad because all I have is a bunny leg. It wasn't even worth the food, you know, because it didn't have the food. Wait a minute, that looks kinda like something. Nope, just sand. In a square formation. What is this? It looks lit. I think I've been here. It's definitely lit. Let's make it more evident now. There. I've been there. I touched that. Alright, so... I'm not messing around, just flip it. Alright, so... I shouldn't run because... Oh, frack! I think I'm gonna miss them every single time. Okay, we're good. The other ones walk slow. Not worried about it. I do not want the bunny. I love bunnies. Damn. This is quite the crater. Cavern. Oh, sorry. Don't fall down the crater, please. Alright, so... Oh my goodness. There was something that happened at like flipping 140, 150. It's probably 130, maybe 140 last night. Oh my goodness. There was yelling, there was arguing, and I was peacefully sleeping. And then I woke up. I was like, I gotta work tomorrow. I was like, okay. I was like, they can't argue for that long. I mean, they really can't. It's kind of the same argument. I mean, everybody in the apartment heard this. I mean, I heard it the loudest because they're, you know, like, down there. And, you know, I know that, like, people get in the heat of the moment and anger flares and whatnot. I will do everything in my power not to sit there and like yell or argue. I don't want to talk to anybody when I get angry. I'm just like, no, talk to me later, or, you know, stuff is just gonna happen. Just, you know, talk to me later. And, more or less, people don't really listen, and then they get some choice words that I tend to not regret, but, some ugly things come out, you know, like, you know what I don't like? Well, here's something I don't like, but, yeah, most of the time I'm pretty chill. I've had somebody yell at, well, like, not yell, but flip and laugh at my concern before, and I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, what the flip? And they were like, if this is all that bothered you, what the hell? And I'm like, I was like, I'm angry. I'm gonna tell you what makes me angry right now. And they were like, but that's not even that bad. And it was like, I'm not upset about it. And I'm like, well, you know, I was like, you either change or don't. And they were like, oh, okay. It's like, okay. They kind of changed for like a month. They went back to that and pestering me about something else, but, you know, hey. I don't like being pushed into doing stuff, especially when I don't like doing it. I don't think anybody does. Oh my goodness, I watched this, not today, but yesterday. I watched this thing about, this YouTuber that did this stream. I mean, like, I'm so far behind when it comes to, like, these latest news and everything. This has been going on for, like, a month. Streamer in, like, Ireland or something. He had, done some, he reviewed toys and whatnot, and he streamed a video game. He supposedly live streamed a video game. He wasn't live streaming. The post for the video game being recorded was like 4 days prior to when he streamed it, and he tried to use that as an alibi to take out someone, and it's just, I'm not gonna get into the details, but this YouTuber, I mean, this is the first one that video I watched of him. He just popped up on my feed, and I was like, you know, when he was like, I think the title was, what do you do when the streamers you watch are not who you think they are? And I'm like, well, of course they're not. I mean, most people are just being fake to get money and stuff. It's like, dude. It's like, we all have our modes. That is so pretty, though. Look at that. Sorry. And, I don't really ask for donations and whatnot. I mean, the option is there if you want to. Oh, flip. I forgot. I gotta get in contact with, what's their face, so that I can tell them that I got a job. Okay, I'll send them an email. I just had to go through that really quick. I'm like, wait, how am I gonna do this? I was like, by the time I get off, they're not open. Flip. I was like, I could try in the morning, but yet they don't open until this time, which then I'll be actually on my way to work. And then I'm like, email. I'm gonna do an email. Sorry. So that was the pause, and then the smile, like, yes, that would work. And I'll probably send out some paperwork, and then I'll have to pester somebody for the paperwork being filled out. But yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be okay. I forgot to ask whenever payday was. It was like I have my schedule for like 2 weeks. They're kind of lax on when you take your lunch, but when it's busy and there's only like a half-hour lunch. I don't know if you get a full hour lunch when it's not busy, but I'm fine with a half hour. It's no more than what I did with most of the time that I worked in Walmart. I got mostly a half-hour lunch anyways. They were quite harassing about that too. It was like, you're on your lunch, like 10 minutes into my lunch, I'd be called. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, I've only been on my lunch for like 10 minutes. And they're like, oh, you're clocked out? You're on your lunch? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I just told you I was going on my lunch 10 minutes ago. And then like, then there'd be like, there would be huge amount of pages just calling me, and I have to stop my lunch just so that I can go and like call the fitting room just to tell them I'm on my lunch. And she's like, you're still on your lunch? I was like, it's only been 20 minutes. She's like, well, there's a customer that's been waiting there a half hour. And I was like, that's impossible because I was there a half hour ago. And they were like, oh, well, they said that you've been waiting a half hour. And I was like, I just clocked out at this time. I was like, I would like to finish my lunch. You know, maybe not interrupted. And they were like, oh, well, I'll get a manager. And I was like, okay. And then they sit there and they page me, the manager. I was like, oh. And then you hear the walkie-talkie. And then they're like, cancel. It was kind of bad. Okay, so not many people wanted to learn how to mix paint. And then they'd end up, people would try and then mess up, like, immensely. Like, not just a little bit. They would get paint all over the damn place. They would try to mix flat paint, and like, flat paint is all the way to the brim. This, you know, like, okay, just flat white paint. And flat white paint is totally to the brim. There's no room for the tint to go in. And if you're not familiar with mixing paint, tint is added to either flat satin, semi-gloss, or gloss paint. Those are the different types of, what is that called? Different types of sheens. Okay, sheen is like how shiny it is, okay? Flat's not shiny. Satin is, you know, kind of a little bit. Something you would put in, say, a living room or whatever. I've had people put it in, like, kitchens, too. It's something you can wipe down. Flat, you wipe that down, you're taking some of the paint with you. Semi-gloss, people use it in bathrooms, kitchens, sometimes in living rooms. They like the shine. Alright? So, and with gloss, that's recommended for bathrooms and kitchens because they get dirty. You need to wipe it. Yeah, you can wipe the satin and the semi-gloss and the gloss, and the paint's not going to come up unless you're sitting there scratching it. But anyways, so there are these types of the quantities of it. Like if you are mixing a lighter color, it will, I'm trying to think of the terminology for it. There were 3 different types. There was one that you used to mix with the light, one you used to mix with the mediums, and then one you used to mix with the darker ones. Like they already had some tint in them, and everything else that added to it made it perfect, you know, so you didn't have to use so much tint. And the medium one was kind of medium tinted. It's kind of like a gray if you just mixed it up. And then yeah, we had some people come back and return some of these things. They were like, it doesn't have any color in it, and it's like, oh, interesting. Or this white paint isn't white, it's gray. It's a dark gray, and it doesn't have all the paint in it. It's like it's not supposed to be white. It's one of the ones we use to mix it. And they're like, you have to teach your customers how to do this. And it's like, I was like, if we're not there, how can we teach them? But so some people would think that just by taking the skew of, yes, just listen. By taking the skew of the color, the little color template, you know, a little picture of what color you want, by taking that and then taking it to the register and having it scanned, that would magically make the paint that color. I had to explain to a few people that that's not quite how that works. And I'm sorry for the confusion, but I was like, here, let me mix your paint, because they wanted that color. They didn't want to wait for it. They bought the color. They bought what they thought was the color, and then they come back maybe a couple hours later, and you know, kind of yell at you about how it's not the color. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can fix that for you. So yeah, Walmart, they were big advocates of the customer is always right. I understand that. People don't like to be told that, like, oh, you had a little oopsie, and, you know, let me just fix that for you, because they paid for the paint, and the free part of the thing was the mixing of the colors, so they let them come back and get their color mixed, and I was totally, like, I was on board. I'm like, yeah. They came whenever I was either with somebody or on a break, because I didn't recognize them at all. And so I had some people in claims come back and laugh about it, and I was like, well, you know, people really don't know. I was like, did you know your first time? And they were like, well, no. And I was like, alright, well, you know, cut them some slack. Because we're all learning at different levels and whatnot, and I understand that, like, I look really stupid when it comes to certain things, and I'm okay with that, because if there's someone out there who's gonna be kind enough to sit there and go, hey, let me help you out here. This is what's what. And I'm gonna go, oh, flip. Wow, thank you. And I'm gonna laugh because I felt really stupid. And then I'm gonna sit there and use the knowledge to help somebody else. If I can. I don't see anything around that I can take out. It's like everything knows that I'm looking for food. I'm not going after a bunny. It's a beautiful little oasis and there's no food around. I'm gonna have to start eating the nasty scrap meat. It must be getting dark. Yeah, I remember misspelling something because I had asked somebody how to spell something and they were like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, I was like, I was like, what, do you have a roundabout of how to spell it? And they were like, I don't know, maybe blah, 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 blah. And so we spelled it her way. And, someone came around and started taking pictures, and I was like, what? I was like, it's misspelled, isn't it? And they're like, she's like, yeah. She's like, who did this? And I was like, I did. And, she's like, you need to learn how to spell. And I'm like, okay. I was like, how do you spell it? She's like, I ain't here to be your dictionary. And I was like, what? I was like, but you have... I was like, but you're gonna sit there and like post pictures of this and then make fun of me, but you're not gonna help me? I was like, what? So Sylvia came out, she goes, who's posting pictures? And she's like, she looks at like the person who was taking pictures and like, you know, sitting there going like, she didn't know how to spell. And I was like, yeah, definitely not that word. And she's like, Miss Sylvia's like, she looks at it and she goes, yeah, that's not spelled right. And I was like, how do you spell it? She's like, hold on, let me look it up. And I was like, thank you. So we got the right spelling because she didn't know how to spell it either. And I put up new signs. And I was just like, wow, that person was a really big meanie poo-poo head. Because she just sat there and made fun of me for like 5 minutes, took pictures of it, wouldn't help me at all, and then continued to make fun. And I was like, dude. And then like someone who's like, yeah, that's misspelled, and then she didn't know how to do it. She flippin' looked it up and gave me the right spelling. I was like, that's a nice person. Really nothing around to take out so I can eat something? Flip, my character's gonna starve to death. I'm a bad speller. Like, really bad. It was like, if I don't have my phone around, I'm not gonna spell it. If there's not an auto correct, I'm not gonna spell it properly. So it's like sometimes autocorrect goes a little overboard and kind of changes out the word completely, and I'm like, no, that's not the word I'm going after. My vocabulary is it can be enhanced. To put it lightly, it can be enhanced. But my spelling's pretty bad. I don't know why, but I always think it's spelled something different, you know? Like some words just really don't sound like the way they're spelled. And I will kind of jerry-rig it to to look how it kind of spells. I mean, given my own devices, I'm sure people know what the word is. They're usually like, I see what you're trying to do, but this is how you do it. It's like, oh, okay. Alright. I got it. If I've never seen a word spelled before, don't expect me to spell it proper. It's like, don't expect me to pronounce it proper either. Yeesh. The English language is not my forte. I'm better with with another language. So, yeah. And I'm not from another country, so yeah. It's weird. Oh, I watched this one YouTuber who was learning, I think it's Russian or German or something. And they were all like, oh, I know how all these people say how the English language is just awful and blah, blah, blah. But have you ever tried to learn this? He's like, this is for that, and that is for this. And I was like, alright, those are kind of a little outlandish, but let me just play with this a minute. Alright. No harm done. Where? Okay. Taking a screenshot so I know where it is. There we go. I was like, anytime now. They're gonna make me eat this rancid meat, aren't they? Frick. Gross. Alright. I resorted to eating raw meat. Grossage. Oh, hey, it's 9 o'clock. I need to start getting ready for bed. I know I'm still playing, but I'm looking for somewhere to chew. Okay, let's see. Alright, saving and quitting. Gotta... what is that called? Almost never is an interesting concept. I have said that before, almost never. Anyways, well, it's been real. Have a good one.